What is going on, my friends? Vitai Dubin is here and welcome to another episode of today's in Crypto Show. I know the market is shaking, full of fear right now. Bitcoin is below $30,000 and everybody is talking about another move down for the crypto market and prepare for the prolonged bear market that is ahead of us. I want to give you in this video realistic views and targets of where I think Bitcoin and the crypto market is coming next, what should you expect, and how you can prepare to survive and to thrive in this market right now. So welcome to the show, guys. We are seeing the global crypto market is continuing to slide down minus 4.26%, and so far we're seeing Bitcoin and the markets are kind of correlating with the stock market is continuing to plunge as well, almost to the exact fluctuation. So the notion of Bitcoin being a safe haven and protector of the inflation so far is not really coming into play as what we're seeing right now with this correlation. The crypto fear in greed index is in extreme fear right now at 12. Yesterday was 10, and last week even reached to 8. And you know what that means. The bottom is getting closer in. So that's the question, is where is going to be the bottom, where so many people in the markets are afraid right now. They have the urge to sell. There is a lot of selling that is going on in the markets, and this is exactly the times when you should buckle up and be brave and buy those cheap coins, right? Bitcoin and some other good projects where it is the hardest thing to do emotionally, where everybody else is selling, but this is the exact greatest time to buy. So this is the question. The million-dollar question is where we are right now in the cycle. What is going to happen for the price of Bitcoin? How low should we fall? Can we fall? And what can we expect based on the facts in the charts and the what we have been seeing in the history of Bitcoin? So let's start with the monthly chart analysis. We've seen in the last year and a half, Bitcoin has been fluctuating between this $30,000 and $67,000 at the top of this channel. So it was going back and forth to the up, to the downside, again to the up, again to the downside. Now, are we going to bounce right now here quickly to the upside? It is highly not likely this pattern is going to be, because we are closing this month in 7 days with the body of the monthly candle way below the body of the previous candles of May, June, and July 2021, which means that further downside for the Bitcoin price is more likely than a sharp reversal toward the upside. So more bleeding is coming. The question is where we can go. Now, we are seeing a solid support right here at 200 weeks moving average, this red line right here, that Bitcoin in its whole history has not really dipped below this line. You can see it clearly looking for many years before. So this line right now is located at around $21,000, and this is a line that if Bitcoin falls to $21,000, I would be buying as much Bitcoin as I can, because the odds are in your favor that you are going to win big time, and it's pretty safe when you buy it at this level. It will be somewhere in the bottoms of the bear market. Now, could it fall lower to 13.7K to this line right here? It's possible that we're going to dip there, but I would not really bet on it, because it is a big fall from where we are right now, and we are already have fallen a lot. Now, you can see on the 3-day chart, we do see this death cross coming, and you know what it means. It's not a good thing happening when in the 3 days, and we saw it happening in many videos before. I showed you this 3-day cross between 200 days moving average and 50 days moving average. this red line and this blue line, and whenever we have this cross happening, you can see it right there in October 2018. We had a further plunge for the price of Bitcoin, another 50%, right? You can see it clearly on the chart right there. So now we are again having this nasty cross, and Bitcoin is kind of at support at $29,000. Hold it in, trying to hold that support level, and it's like its last straws, trying to hold it. Maybe it's going to have a dead cat bounce, as a lot of people kind of saying as well, that we're going to have some movements right here. But until we break the $35,000 and confirm this break as a support, something like this, and bounce, I don't see any reason to be optimistic right now about the price of Bitcoin moving upwards in the immediate short term, and I will be very wary to not enter any long position or to be careful with buying Bitcoin right now until we confirm this break to the to the upside, because we have the potential, pretty big potential, that we are going to fall even lower for the price of Bitcoin. So also looking at the 5 days and the Gaussian channel, I told you guys that when we moved from the green to red right here, this is a brewing disaster. When we got rejected from this median line and it went from green to red, then it's exactly the moment in time when we started to fall, and we fell quickly into the golden zone, which this whole zone right now is a golden zone, where if you're patient enough, it doesn't matter if you buy $29,000 or $21,000 or $25,000 for the price of Bitcoin, you are going to be a winner if you have a longer term horizon perspective over 2-3 years in advance, because I do anticipate the bull market at 2024 and 2025 is going to be a rocket to the moon. So you need to be patient enough and be long enough in the market. So it is best that we just look at weekly and monthly candles, right? Kind of scale up. Right now, looking at the daily candles doesn't give you anything. We're kind of at this 30K level right now, trying to hang in, and this is what's happening right now. The miners are holding in. They're not massively selling yet their Bitcoins, but a lot of miners are not profitable right now, and if Bitcoin is going to go further lower, there is already the adjustments for the difficulty for Bitcoin that took place. It's not going to be good for the miners' profitability. The market's falling even further than this. So right now we're kind of hanging in there at 30K support, but it's by the thread. We might see some kind of relief rally, dead cat bounce, bearish retest, or the bottom meaning, whatever you want to say, bulls or bears. We should at least agree on us getting some upside first. Some popular opinion out there in the market, but we are looking at the weekly chart. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles, red candles for the week, 9 in a row. It has never happened. Never happened in the history of crypto, of Bitcoin. And of course, it would not be something of a big surprise if we do have some kind of a bounce. But like I said, too early to say if we even do have a little bit of a bounce. We do need to break 35K, maybe go to 40K, confirm it at 35, and then go up higher in order to have any kind of bullish outlook right now. Even if we do see this relief rally, right, that they've been talking about. And I still see quite a big possibility that we go further and reach even $21,000, touch it. So you maybe put your limit orders right there, $22,000, right? PayPal looks to embrace all possible crypto and blockchain services, which is quite interesting. PayPal back in 2020 announced that it's entering the crypto market, and they continue to innovate and is working hard to support all possible digital services, including digital currencies, central bank digital currencies. So they're fully in the game. The fiasco, the collapse of Terra Luna, having a big implication in the crypto markets. Right now, the Terraform Labs lost $30 billion when the Terra's UST stablecoin and Luna cryptocurrency went into a death spiral. And the Korean police asked various crypto exchanges to ban Luna's capability of withdrawing company funds. They're seizing their funds, Terraform Labs CEO is already under the financial crimes microscope and is facing a tax evasion investigation by South Korean police. And regardless of all that, the crypto executive at Coinbase, MicroStrategy, and Marathon, they're buying the dip. They're just buying the dip as much as they can, and holding on to their position to be long in the game, to withstand this crypto winter, this bear market scenario. Okay, and if you wonder in case how long we're going to see the top again, because some people argue we have not reached the top in this current bull cycle. Some people argue that, but according to the previous cycles at $20,000, it did reach us from December 2017 to December 2020, 3 years for the market to recover. Are we going to see another 3 years until we reach 70K? I don't know about that. I think it's going to come way sooner than 3 years. It might all surprise us. But right now the situation on the macro level is really not that great, as you know, with the war and stuff like that. So it might be some kind of a temporary big fall, and then we kind of jump back into this channel, creating a top, and then get into the bear market. Some people argue that, but the majority of people agree that we already entered the bear market right now, which means that we are going to have at least 6 months of kind of down action on the crypto markets until we continue our backup. So that's what I'm looking at right now in the immediate short term. Are we going to have a relief rally? And I'm not rushing to enter any positions in Bitcoin right now. That's what I want to share with you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next episode of Today in Crypto.